Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4 of my Satisfactory playthrough. In the last episode I got this basic iron and copper factory set up, and between episodes I've done a small amount of work finalising my starter iron factory by adding assemblers for both reinforced iron plates and rotors. And what I do is I give you a quick little look around of everything. So this is my small copper factory, just setting up wires, copper plates and cable. That's all going down into these bins here. Over here we've got our iron coming in into all the smelters, and up here we've got our iron plates being produced, and they are going into these two assemblers to make reinforced iron plates. There is a little bit of excess going over into those bins over there, those storage bins. Here we have our iron plates being made into iron rods. Those iron rods go up to this floor where we've also got screws being made, and those go into these assemblers at the end, which are making rotors. Those rotors go into those two bins at the back there, and this is just the overflow for the screws going into storage. And that is the start of my iron factory, really. Today we'll be moving on to phase 3 of the hub by building the space elevator and getting coal power online. First up, we've got to make space for the elevator, and what we're going to do is temporarily we're just going to hover it in this area. It's not going to be its final location, but it's just temporary setup, and we'll also set up a few assemblers just so that we can start making smart plating. So I'm going to build that, and I'll be back with you shortly. Here we have the space elevator temporarily set up in order to unlock phase 3 and phase 4 in the hub. It's back here. If you have a look, before we weren't able to get into here and here. Now once we have the smart plating made, and that is being done by the 3 assemblers that is next to the space elevator, we'll be able to unlock these two here. So what I'll do is I'll wait for that smart plating to be made, and I'll be back with you. Now that we have had those 50 smart plates made for us, we can now look at unlocking Phase 3 and Phase 4 in our hub. What we want is coal power, so that we can make coal generators that require coal and water in order to make power. What we're also going to do before we do coal generators is get advanced steel production unlocked, so that we can unlock the Mark II miner, so that we have more coal available to us to use as power. It will require a bit of manual crafting because currently we don't have the steel pipes. We will need to also unlock the basic steel production, but we're not currently manufacturing modular frames. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make do a lot of manual crafting, and I'll be back with you once I have everything unlocked. I have just gone and unlocked coal power and basic steel production in tier 3. This tier. For coal power, so the coal generator over here, and basic steel production, so that I can unlock something in tier 4, which is the advanced steel production, and that is for the miner Mark II. I've also gone and worked on getting all the materials together for logistics Mark III, so I can actually transport the goods. So we may as well get that unlocked now.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Now, for people that have played the game before, you would think I've just done a lot of hand crafting, but that was because I like to get out of hand loading or hand dealing with my power manually with my biofuel generators as soon as possible. Also, I like to make the most out of coal to the best I can at this point in the game. Once I've finished with my coal generation, I won't have to worry about power for a while, which will enable me to get the factories required for the items to deal with oil refining later in the game. That is when you really get a lot of power. And now we can get started in our coal generation, which is going to happen over in this area here, where we have 4 normal coal nodes and a pure node just around the corner. We're going to utilise just 2 of those normal coal nodes and 1 pure node, because we're going to use the other 2 coal nodes and an iron node over there, so that we can make our sort of first steel factory. But let's get over there. We've come over here now. We've got our miners already put down here, ready for use. We've also got the miner over there ready to go. And then we've got a little platform coming out here. And then a platform out in the water there, ready for the coal generators to be built. I'm going to get this built in a time lapse, and I'll be back shortly. So here we are with the final build. Now, I made a bit of a mistake when making this. I designed all of this for all of these miners to be at Mark 1 as opposed to Mark 2. And then obviously I decided to use Mark 2 miners, which means now, well, I'm just going to double this build, and I'm going to put another one just to the left of it over there, taking the resources from this miner going over there. And with a little bit of editing, we now have 2 coal power plants. Both power plants are utilising 16 coal generators to create a total output of 2,400 megawatts. We're using the pure coal node just up there, and 2 normal nodes just over there. Let's give you a little tour. Right then, what I've done is I've just jumped into fly mode here just so that I can showcase the build a little easier. What we've got here is the new curved exterior corners making up the main supports for the structure. And what I've done here is I've used the asphalt the asphalt build palette in order to create this black line around the outside. That is just the internal curve, as you can see. And then we've got these normal 8-meter walls making up the corner supports. We've got the spiral in the middle. And then you've got conveyors, and I've tried to make it look like it's all attached to the underside. So in theory, these splitters are attached to the underside of the foundations. That's pretty much it. I like to make sure that all of my structures look supported, so all these pipes all have supports underneath them. And obviously all that water just comes up here to the 16 generators, and that's on this side. On the other one, it's exactly the same, no different, all identical. And that all comes from these conveyors just here. It's a tower here, just to bring the coal down a level. And that all comes from over here. And then over on this side, with our coal coming up this little elevator here, going underneath, going through, and again, everything all supported. That comes all the way over to here. We've got a merger. Both of these are producing 120, so that makes 240. So that comes down this belt here. And what we've also created over here is our little walkway to get up into the factory if ever we need to do any maintenance up here. The other build will get its access if I have any problems. I couldn't think of an easy way to get over here for the time being. But that's pretty much it. That's today's video. That's all we've got time for. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe would also be appreciated.